From the Aerodrome in Northwest Houston, the Legacy Sports Network proudly presents the ISHL Game of the Week. Tonight, it's a North Division showdown between the Woodlands and Klein. Welcome to the Aerodrome, everybody. Michael Silvers here with David Feliciano. You know, the playoffs are rapidly approaching, just 2 weeks away from crowning a champion. The Woodlands comes in tonight looking to avenge a loss to Klein back in October. It is only one of two losses suffered by Derek Harper's team, and they were extremely shorthanded that day with only 6 skaters. All that said, they are currently at the top of all teams in points, 2 points ahead of South Division leading Straight Jesuit, and they are the hottest team in the ISHL, on fire, winning their last 8 in a row.
Absolutely. They started 6-2. Well, since then they've gone 8-0, and they're a scoring machine. Their goal differential plus 59.
Klein, back in that game in October, wasn't exactly at full strength either, but they got the game winner from Chase Smith to win 4-3. But for Frank Prestigiovanni, he saw his team's 3-game winning streak snapped 2 weeks ago by Cy Woods in a game where his team had a 2-goal lead but ended up losing by 2.
Yeah, Klein trying to right the ship. They started off 6-2, 4-5-1 since then, and Klein's main problem is they play in a tough division. I mean, they would be easily toward the top of the South Division, but really tough sledding for them. 7
points separates these two teams. Klein can do no worse than finish 4th. They wrap up their season on March 2nd against a tough opponent in a rematch from last year's Justice Cup final, Memorial West. The Woodlands will take on Fair Creek on Sunday. They're having, they're in first place, but they have College Station nipping at their heels, only 1 point behind them in second.
Exactly, so they can't let off the gas for seeding purposes. Woodlands in really good shape, but they have a few more games to play than College Station.
When we return here to the Aerodrome on the ISHL Game of the Week, scratches, the goaltending matchup, and our starting lineups are coming your way after these messages on the Legacy Sports Network.
Forming, rolling, punching, cutting, welding. If you know what I'm talking about, you know it's the Walk-Up Company. The Walk-Up Company has become the leading metal fabricator in the Houston area because we can offer you something few others can match. Extensive fabrication experience, a highly seasoned and skilled workforce, high-tech equipment, and the stability you want in tough economic times. Family owned and operated for years, so you know we'll be here for the long run. And our commitment to quality work and customer satisfaction makes the Walk-Up Company the right choice for you. Visit us at walkupco.com. That's walkupco.com. The Walk-Up Company. Your imagination, our fabrication.
To Tachys Fiber Internet, being transparent means locking down pricing and never renegotiating. Giving access to fiber fast speeds for streaming, gaming, and anything else. And customer care reps are literally part of your community. There's no data caps or limits, no fine print, no surprise price increases. So let's raise the industry standard, because you deserve a better way to internet. Sign up today at Tachys.com.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric will show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
United Community Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Galena Park ISD. We're here to be your single source solution for all your banking needs with services ranging from checking and savings accounts to home equities and auto loans. United Community is the full service financial partner you've been looking for. No matter what stage of life you are in, whether it be rebuilding credit history, investing, or seeking financial wellness, United Community is committed to serving you and the East Houston community. Find out more at unitedccu.com or follow us on social media at UnitedCCU.
Here are the scratches for tonight's game. For head coach Derek Harper, he scratches Thatcher Kennedy. He is not here tonight. The sophomore will not play. For Klein, under head coach Frank Prestigiovanni, Maddox Zek is a scratch, along with Javier Delgado, Brooklyn Cave, and Leland Hassinger. Should be a fun one. Both teams a little more staffed than they were the first time they played. A 4-3 victory for Klein at the rematch from October 13th. A total of 17 skaters suited up for the game. Woodlands only dressing 6. Klein got a hat trick from William Ryan and the game winner from Chase Smith. Despite only having 6 players, the Woodlands led the game 2-1 and then fought hard to tie the game up at 3 before ultimately falling 4-3. Talon Patel scored twice. The loss was the first of only 2 for the best team in the league. They lost 9 games ago to Straight Jesuit 7-3 before racking up 8 wins in a row. They only had 6 players in that game. So again, an opportunity to see best on best just wasn't meant to be that day because the Woodlands only had 6 skaters.
Yeah, it's fair to say they're well conditioned when you only have one guy on the bench. That's just amazing. The fact they got 3 goals with 1 replacement out there, but we got full staffs tonight.
I think our goaltending matchup will be Owen Lewis. Definitely saw him. He will take the net for Klein against Eric Russell, who has played in 12 games for the Woodlands, but he's tough to locate for practices. So let's make sure before we definitely say Eric Russell will be in attendance. The last time we saw the Woodlands was back on January 10th, and they had another goaltender. I believe it was Damian Clark from College Station that came in.
Yep. He had a great game, too.
He's the league's best goaltender with a 2.25 goals against average and a .937 save percentage. The league top scorers, Nathan Horn, he leads the league in goals and points with 36 goals and 58 points. It is Eric Russell, just came out of the locker room. He is 3rd in the league in goals against average with a 2.37 goals against and 3rd in save percentage with a .901 save percentage. He is tied with David McMillan of Tomball with 2 shutouts. And Owen Lewis, 9-6-1 this season, 4th in goals against average, 3.58, and a save percentage that is 5th in the league at .881 for his career. He is 17-6-2. Starting lineups are brought to you by the Walk-Up Company, the Metal Fabricators. For the Woodlands, Talon Patel will be up front along with Decker Harper and Emil Aronin, Daxton Harper, and Ethan Bezan on defense. For Klein, the forwards are Xander Mitchell, Dalton Diskey, and Grayson Wozniak. Sherwood Gorman, who is 1st in the league in assists, 4th in points, will partner up with Connor Walls. Time now for the keys to the game. They're brought to you by McCree Ford. Grab the keys to your new or pre-owned Ford. McCree Ford, that's my dealer.
Both teams can put it in the net. Woodlands averages about 6 goals a game. Klein just under 5, so I think we'll see a high-scoring matchup tonight. Lewis and Russell, the goaltenders, have got to hold their opposition to about 3 goals to have a really good chance to win. Both teams have really a couple of good top scorers each. A few points from each of them would help. Woodlands, great power play, 34%. They can lean on that. And Klein has got to improve their penalty kill. It's only at about 2/3, not super solid.
Coming up next, the opening face-off. Rematch from October 13th when Klein defeated the Woodlands 4-3. They lock it up next here on the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause? As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life. The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit HotzeHWC.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness.
There are only 2 names to know when buying or selling commercial or residential real estate property. Kim Walt and Danette Watuski in Houston with RE/MAX Results are those 2 names. As part of RE/MAX Results, Kim Walt and Danette Watuski make your transaction smooth. RE/MAX Results, #WantToMove, congratulates all local high school athletes. Their phone number is 713-777-SOLD.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
At McCree Ford, we know you have a lot of choices on where to buy your next vehicle. We have spent over 70 years treating our customers like family, and our mission is still the same, to treat you with honesty, integrity, and respect. Come see us. There is no obligation to buy, and we can walk you through our transparent process. There are no surprises at the end. Plus, McCree Ford customers can take advantage of our free Loaners for Owners program. Come see why our customers say, McCree Ford, that's my dealer. Located on I-45 South, exit 19 in Dickinson, or shop McCreeFord.com.
Michael Silvers alongside David Feliciano ahead of Klein and the Woodlands. The Woodlands 14-2-0, 28 points at the top of the North Division. Klein at 10-7-1, 7 points back. And with a win tonight, they can leapfrog over Tomball for third in the North. The only other game going on tonight got started just moments ago down at Belle Reve in Sharpstown. Southern Lakes taking on the defending Cup champion Memorial West Whalers. The Woodlands last time out, 10-0 shutout victory over Southern Lakes. Outshot the Spartans 49-11. Evan Bezan and Palmer Kennedy each with hat tricks, but they had Chance Miller in goal, so Eric Russell's last time out for the Woodlands was back on January 25th in a win over Ridge Point. He has 5 consecutive wins. Klein, we mentioned at the top of the program, they lost to Cy Woods 2 weeks ago, 6-4. They put 51 shots on goal. Ryan and Sampson each had 2 goals for Klein, but it was all for naught as they had a 4-2 lead, and they saw it evaporate to a 6-4 loss. You go back to that teddy bear toss game against Cy Woods back in December. Klein got the game's first 3 goals and ended up losing 7-3. Frank Prestigiovanni told us before coming on the air tonight he thinks that of the 7 losses, 3, they've had the lead, and they ended up losing.
Yeah, Klein, they win a lot of close games. The goal differential is not great for a good team, plus 16, so they'd like to kind of get things going a little bit better offensively in the last few games of the year.
Lewis was 30 of 35 in net against Cy Woods, gave up the game winner at 13:32 of the third period to Patrick Dunn. The officials for tonight's game, the referees are Chase Wilkinson and Derek Spencer. John Dibbert and Jacob Headley are the linesmen. The Woodlands in white, Klein in blue. Owen Lewis will occupy the goal to our left, and Russell will occupy the goal to our right. Only 2 more weeks, including this weekend, of regular season ISHL hockey before the playoffs begin. It'll be a new format because of the uneven amount of teams in the division. The top 2 teams will have first-round byes, and it's going to be in order from 3 to 11. So, in the end, could be a situation where you could have 2 of the same teams in the same division playing for the Cup, kind of like the old round-robin days.
It looks like Woodlands and College Station comfortable in that 1 and 2 spot, as are Jesuit and Memorial in the South. No real surprises.
So we will wait until after the end of the regular season to set a playoff schedule for you here on the Legacy Sports Network, leading up to the Justice Cup final on Sunday, March 9th. Klein from left to right, the Woodlands from right to left. Dalton Diskey will take the face-off.
Mike's still excited about the Four Nations frenzy.
Derek Harper will take the face-off for the Woodlands, Dalton Diskey for Klein, and the game is underway. Daxton Harper feeds it up, then it's spun back to the blue line by Talon Patel. At right defense, it is flipped by the Woodlands out to center ice, but knocked down by Xander Mitchell. He shoots. That's deflected off the glass behind Eric Russell. Ethan Bazan ties up Dalton Diskey as the puck comes out to center ice, and Talon Patel with speed gains the zone. Left-handed wrist shot is deflected wide to the left of Owen Lewis. Emil Aronin keeps it in the corner. Filtered back from Patel to Aronin. His shot deflected into the left wing corner. Wozniak spins it behind the net for Sherwood Gorman, who couldn't clear the zone. A long shot from the point and a save by Lewis as he made the save on Adam Neers. Neers one of 5 seniors on the Woodlands. And now stick handling is Evan Bezan, number 87. Puck comes out to center ice. The Woodlands have to tag back up as Dalton Diskey takes it through the neutral zone and pitches it in to the Woodlands zone. He beats Calder to the puck. Tries to play one in front of the net. It's intercepted by Bezan. Tyler Calder, number 13, in his own end. Gets it back to Evan Bezan. Feathered out to center ice for the take-in across the zone. Matthias Aguilar loses control as Klein forces out to the neutral zone. William Ryan, who had 2 goals against Cy Woods in that 6-4 loss, got taken off the play by Ethan Bezan. Check that, Evan Bezan. That's going to get me just like our first game. Those two, they're twins, sophomores for Derek Harper. Farb at right defense, gets it across to Brady Nelson, and then a shot came from Caden Kimmel that had to be dealt with by Lewis. 2 minutes gone by, first period, no score. Farb behind the goal, pushes it around the boards along the far side and muscles it out to center ice. Past Palmer Kennedy. First one to it is Benjamin Sampson. He had 2 goals in that loss to Cy Woods a couple of Fridays ago here on the Legacy Sports Network. We brought that one to you. Sampson gets it to Gorman. Chipped into the zone by Rocco Woolsey. Chased after, and it's Palmer Kennedy around the far board, sealed off. A centering pass, nobody home for Klein as Daxton Harper flips it out to center ice. His brother Decker tries to backhand it in. Now we'll just skate it in to the Klein zone. His pass out of the reach of Patel down left wing. Gorman couldn't push it by the forechecking Daxton Harper. Emil Aronin seals him off. Decker Harper plays it in deep. Dalton Diskey retreats. Gets the puck behind Owen Lewis. And is able to clear the zone as Xander Mitchell shoots it in. 3:10 gone by. No break in the action just yet. No score in the action just yet. Here's Sherwood Gorman. 23 assists to lead the ISHL. Xander Mitchell puts on the brakes. Down left wing. Tries to play it towards the slot. It's intercepted. Lead pass behind Talon Patel. Chasing after it, Connor Walls. Tied up by Patel, but he keeps the puck moving as he winds it around to the far wing boards. Chase Smith had the game winner against the Woodlands back in October. He's on the ice for his first shift of the evening. Lead pass to Aronin. Taken off the play by Farb. Below the goal line is Patel. Tries a centering feed. It's blocked by Farb. Chase Smith comes back on the back check for Klein. Here's a wrist shot, and that one just caught the outside of the post. Aronin with the shot. Evan Bezan spins it back to the point for brother Ethan. In below the goal line, Patel. Centering pass in front. Puck is bouncing. Backhanded wide of the net by Aguilar. It comes back to Calder. He wrist one, and a pad save by Lewis. To the far board, Smith. Couldn't clear the zone. Kept it alive by Calder. And then Sampson clears it out to the neutral zone. 4.5 gone by. Still no break in the action. Ethan Bezan taken down from behind by Ryan at the blue line of Klein. They battle on the near boards. Diskey along with Evan Bezan. Ethan there to help out. Ryan couldn't work the puck free. Farb at right defense. Gets it to the neutral zone. Rocco Woolsey ends up turning it over to Aguilar. Taken away by Ryan. Tries a centering feed. Intercepted by Vincent. Ahead for Aguilar. And then it is Watson. I beg your pardon, Sampson. Got it out to the neutral zone, and now Farb skates it in on left wing before he is stood up, and he'll go for a change. Again, no whistles just yet as we come up on 9.5 to play. Aguilar flips it in on the dump in. Walls and Kimmel to the puck. It comes to the far boards. It'll be skated out left to right. Gorman trying to gain the zone. Stood up by Neers. Gorman, centering feed, comes back out to the neutral zone where it is wedged back in by Walls, but Klein has to tag up. Coming up on 9 minutes ago, almost 6 minutes of continuous hockey since the opening faceoff. Decker Harper, backhand feed to Kimmel. He couldn't handle it. Mitchell filters it out to the neutral zone, chased down by Sampson, but it's Palmer Kennedy for the Woodlands who takes it away. The Woodlands attacking from right to left, deep in their own end. Wound around the boards, Kimmel tries to keep it moving, but Gorman keeps it alive. Left point, throws a shot towards goal and a left pad save by Russell. Walls in deep, around the board, Xander Mitchell tries a centering pass, it's picked off. 8.5 to go, and Dave hasn't said one word. Sherwood Gorman got tied up by his own man, Grayson Wozniak. Patel ahead for Aguilar, who drops it for a Ronan. A shot that ended up getting deflected by Aguilar, never reached Lewis. Now Ronan, half-wing boards, back to Palmer Kennedy, who sends it towards the net, and Patel with a real couple of chances. A third chance by Patel, and he couldn't find the back of the net. And now that puck is stopped on the outside of the net, and we finally have our first whistle with nearly 7 minutes gone by from the opening puck drop. First whistle, no score.
Easiest broadcast ever, at least for me. Well, it also took Klein about 6 minutes to get a shot. Now, Woodlands, pretty good flow. A really good flow on both ends. No penalties. Woodlands has 4 shots. A breakneck pace. You gotta, we'll probably see things slow down just a little bit.
Diskey and Aguilar for the faceoff to the right of Lewis in the Klein zone. The Woodlands 9-1-0 in their last 10. College Station's also 9-1-0 in their last 10, but the Woodlands, the hotter of the two teams, they've won 8 in a row. College Station has won 4 in a row.
Uh-oh, Mitchell is...
And Xander Mitchell
I think he just got thrown.
Has been told he can no longer play. And that is a big loss as the captain of Klein heads back to the room.
I mean, he's their second leading scorer. 20. Well, if you count goals, he's their leading goal scorer. That's very surprising.
The Woodlands first in goal differential, plus 59. Klein fifth, a plus 16.
Wow, that's a big loss.
Xander Mitchell, 51 career goals. He's been pointless in his last 2 games. That's going to be 3 in a row now, as we don't expect him to return. And now the officials are talking with the official scorer. We have Chase Wilkinson and Jacob Headley, as Derek Spencer has gone over. He's the other referee of tonight's game. He's over talking with Woodlands bench boss Derek Harper.
Prestio Giovanni, he's not debating that call, so it must have been pretty serious. 2 referees had to skate him off, essentially.
We've got a 5-minute countdown on the clock for some reason. Of course, we're on the opposite end of the ice from the official scorer. We have no idea
Interesting.
what is being talked about at the moment and why we have a countdown clock of 5 minutes. Meanwhile, the skaters are on the ice, and we've got a Klein skater in the penalty box with 4 Klein skaters on the ice, 5 Woodlands skaters. Now they've reset the clock to the 8:04 mark of when we got the whistle, because the puck was on the outside of the net, could not be played, so they blew it dead. No score. We had almost 7 minutes of continuous hockey from the opening faceoff.
And whatever happened away from the action, because
and Xander Mitchell has had 5 minutes registered on the scoreboard, so it'll be a 5-minute power play.
Jeez. Well, Mitchell was over on the bench when they escorted him off, so I don't even believe he was on the ice.
And it's a major penalty. You know, you don't see 5-minute minors. So this is a great opportunity for the Woodlands to score as many goals they possibly can in the next 5 minutes. And it's the second best power play in the league, Dave.
Yeah.
16 goals on 47 power play opportunities. They've allowed one shorthanded goal against the 10th best penalty kill. Klein killing 66.7%. They've allowed 11 power play goals, and they still have not found the net on the shorthand as Calder shoots to begin things in a right pad save by Lewis. Mr. Electric brings you this Woodlands power play. Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Shorthanded, Sherwood Gorman stick handles deep into the Woodlands end before Aronin takes control. The Woodlands skating from right to left as Aronin gains the line. He's looking, passes to the middle of the slot, and Calder had it go off the butt end of his stick, and Gorman now forces it out the center, and he skates in on the shorthand from a sharp angle. He shoots and scores!
Wow! He went 1-on-3 too. I mean, that's a major shorthand. A tough angle and all. Well, Klein will take that all night.
16th goal for Sherwood Gorman. His 35th goal in his career in 2+ seasons playing for Klein. It is a shorthanded goal. Klein leads this game 1-0. Shorthanded tally coming at 7:34 of this first period. So the Woodlands will continue. That is their second shorthanded goal allowed and the first scored by Klein this season. Here's Aguilar, middle of the ice, through the neutral zone. He tries to stick handle. He's forced to circle back to his blue line by Dalton Diskey. Kimmel to Ethan Bezan, working at right defense. Now he'll skate in, looking to stick handle. An active stick by Farb. He ended up getting control of it, but he can't clear the zone. Evan Bezan, top of the left wing circle. His shot blocked by Gorman, but not out. As Ethan tries to stick handle past Dalton Diskey, and it's ripped away from him by number 24, and he skates in left to right. Puts on the brakes, poke checked away from him by Daxton Harper. Ethan Bezan on left wing. Lead pass to Aguilar, chips it back to the red line for Ethan Bezan. Now Evan Bezan across the blue line as the sophomore drops it back. Nears puts a shoulder into Gorman. As they battle along the near boards, the puck is flipped but not out. Oh, Nears couldn't hold the zone. 2 minutes gone by here in this 5-minute major as the Woodlands have the power play, but they gave up an early shorthanded tally to Sherwood Gorman, and they trail this one 1-0 with less than 6 minutes to play in the opening period. Farb out to the neutral zone as the puck rolls in down past Eric Russell.
It's a bad power play for the Woodlands. They still got plenty of time, though.
They converted at 34% on the power play coming in to this matchup against Klein. Calder on left wing, gains the zone. Watched by Rocco Woolsey and tied up behind the net, gives the puck up away to Rocco. Aronin keeps it alive. Tries to play it down the boards on left wing, but Farb clears it. Just to the neutral zone as it's swept from left wing to right wing from Aronin to Nears. Nears will feed it cross ice to Patel, walks it across the line. Patel stick handles, down he goes as the puck rolls to the top of the crease and Lewis drops on it with 1:57 to play on the 5-minute major and 5:01 remaining in the first period, 1-0 Klein.
Now this is a great kill by Klein. I mean, Woodlands hasn't even gotten a, a serious look. And this power play is 3 minutes old.
Decker Harper lost the face-off, and Klein cleared all the way down.
And Woodlands got to put it together here.
Palmer Kennedy will begin to rush up the ice for the team wearing white here at the Aerodrome tonight. Lead pass chipped ahead, but turned over, and Gorman shoots it all the way down. That leaves 1.5 remaining on the 5-minute major. The penalty called on Xander Mitchell. He left for the room. Daxton Harper, left wing, skates it down in the corner. Forced down below the goal line by Walls. Circling with it, Daxton Harper leaves it for Aronin. To the slot, a backhander by Decker Harper. Rebound, and Lewis stops Patel.
There you go. And a really nice play wrapped it around the net, and drop off right out front, and Woodlands got 2 good looks. Took them a while, and they're going to switch lines to end this power play, try to get something.
10:44 gone by first period. 1-0 Klein on a shorthanded goal early in this 5-minute major. That's got just over a minute to go. Shot from the point is blocked as Ethan Bezan got it down into the corner for a centering pass by Aguilar, picked off and cleared. Less than a minute to go in the 5-minute major. 11 minutes gone by here in the first. 1-0 Klein. Skating from right to left. Here's Neers through center. Gains the zone. Past Dalton Diskey. Neers looking for a centering feed. It went through the crease. Ethan Bezan, left point. Across for Evan Bezan. Wrist shot, save, rebound, and covering up his Owen Lewis. He had some help at the top of the crease by his teammate Farb, tying up Matias Aguilar. 35 seconds remaining on the 5-minute major.
Yeah, that was a tough save. That was chin high through traffic. And Lewis with a really good save.
Evan Bezan wins the faceoff. Ethan across. Neers, wrist shot, good save by Lewis.
Well, Woodlands has turned it on. It took them about 3 minutes, and since then they've got 4 or 5 shots on Lewis. And another line change. That was a quick shift.
26 seconds remaining on the major penalty. Face off to the left of Lewis. Klein controls, but Gorman couldn't clear. Palmer Kennedy tees up one that's blocked. And the puck is loose, and Lewis able to locate it as he sprawls on his stomach on the surface here at the Aerodrome. 15 seconds to go on the power play. 3:19 for the opening frame and a 1-0 Klein lead.
Well, the shots are 11 for Woodlands, 2 for Klein, but Klein, that shorty, has them in front here, and I think looks like Klein's going to withstand this power play. There's 15 seconds to go.
Incidentally, Benjamin Hours is serving the penalty called on Xander Mitchell for the 5-minute major. Wozniak skates it out of the zone. 10 seconds to play as Klein looks to kill this 5-minute major. 3, 2, and 1. And Hours is sprung. And Klein not only killed the 5-minute major, they get a shorthanded goal, their first of the season. And here comes Sampson with a wrist shot and a left pad save made by Russell. Less than 3 minutes to go here in the first. Puck comes out to the neutral zone as Klein play it from left wing to right wing. Filtered ahead by Farb. It goes through Calder and all the way down. No icing. Palmer Kennedy takes control. Hot on his trail, Mason Wozniak. Here comes the captain, Palmer Kennedy, striding with a wrist shot and a save by Owen Lewis with 2:27 to go in the opening period. 1-0 Klein.
And Lewis doing a pretty good job of holding on to the puck. He dropped that one, but everything else he's been able to maintain it. And if it falls out front, he scrambles and jumps on it as well.
Dalton Diskey loses the faceoff as Ethan Bezan keeps it alive, but only momentarily. Walls lead pass to Ryan, and he'll shoot it in. Comes all the way around for Daxton Harper to play it in his own end. Finds Ethan Bezan, skates behind his goal, leads it ahead for Kimmel. And then Ethan Bezan able to walk it out. Or is that Evan? That's Evan, number 87. And he shoots, and the shot blocked in front by Gorman. Gorman getting tied up on the forecheck by Evan Bezan. Now Aguilar tries to push it past Ryan. As Evan, what a nice centering feed, but it went through Kimmel, who had an open net right side of the Klein goal. All the way back into the Woodlands zone. Gorman's centering pass was deflected. Comes to the half-wing wall for a wrist shot by Walls. That was off target. Evan Bezan uses the back of the net to get it back as he was watched by the forechecking William Ryan. Ethan Bezan, lead pass out to center, is taken back by Walls. He couldn't punch it into the zone. Just over a minute to play in the opening period. 1-0 Klein on a shorthanded goal at 7:34. scored by Sherwood Gorman. 1 minute to go. Here's Rocco Woolsey. Ladled it back right to Vince Farb. Across to his defensive pair mate, Connor Walls. Turned over as Patel at his own blue line. Tries to lead Emil Aronin down the ice, but the pass is behind Emil. 40 seconds to go. Puck is chipped ahead at center ice by Neers. He falls down. Daxton Harper retreats behind his own net. He's able to find Neers, but stood up by Sampson. Keeps it alive in the Woodland zone by slapping it from left wing to right wing. Daxton Harper pitchforks it out to center ice with 20 seconds to go. Farb to the red line. He finds Sampson 2-on-2 as they enter the zone. Sampson across for Hours. Hours works around the boards. Turned over to Aronin in the last 5 seconds of the opening period. A lead pass too strong for Talon Patel, and that will do it for the opening period of play. Very exciting first period. A shorthanded goal, the difference maker through one. 1-0 Klein on the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Now for your Wellness Minute with Dr. Steve Hotze.
Not only do your allergies contribute to missed days at work and increased healthcare costs, allergies also contribute to overall poor health and can decrease your quality of life. Allergies cause your cells to release histamine, which causes inflammation. This inflammatory response can affect your sinuses, lungs, skin, nerves, joints, muscles, and other organs. Allergies can begin at any age, even midlife, and if left untreated can lead to sinus infections, skin disorders, asthma, migraines, and insomnia. Medications can only mask symptoms. Experience shows that it's better to prevent the underlying allergic reaction. Imagine how nice it will be to enjoy the outdoors without suffering from allergies.
The Hotze Health and Wellness Center identifies the root cause of symptoms, helping to restore your health. We resolve allergies naturally and conveniently with our new state-of-the-art low-dose immunotherapy treatment. Call a wellness consultant today at 281-990-4793. That's 281-990-4793. Now for your Wellness Minute with Dr. Steve Hotze.
Not only
To Tachys Fiber Internet, being transparent means locking down pricing and never renegotiating. Giving access to fiber-fast speeds for streaming, gaming, and anything else. And customer care reps are literally part of your community. There's no data caps or limits, no fine print, no surprise price increases. So let's raise the industry standard, because you deserve a better way to internet. Sign up today at Tachys.com.
Start of the second period, 1-0 Klein. Shorthanded goal on a 5-minute major penalty. Sherwood Gorman so far the difference, and a 1-0 Klein lead.
Yeah, Klein only had 2 shots in that first period. One of them was the shorty shot. And a strange first period. Woodlands dominating with 12 shots. Klein loses one of their best players with Mitchell, but they still hold the lead. Very interesting.
Yeah, Russell to our left and Lewis to our right. Dalton Diskey and Evan Bezan for the faceoff. Second period underway. Puck to the Woodlands blue line, Daxton Harper. D-to-D with Neers. Ahead for Evan Bezan. Bezan at the red line, hassled from behind by Wozniak. Finds Vincent on right wing, he shoots wide. Brady Nelson turned it over. A shot, score! High slot, Evan Bezan ties things up early second period.
Yeah, you said a turnover that deep, not good, and Bezan's just too good a skater. And that was only about 15 feet out, so Woodlands quickly tying this one.
21st goal by Evan Bezan. Points now in 14 of 15 games for the Woodlands. Goals in 12 games this season. We're tied at 1. That goal coming at 22 seconds of the second period. And we have a whistle at the Woodlands blue line.
The shots are 13-2. Klein they're just not getting much. It's usually one person if the puck, and there's not a lot of help. The offensive rushes kind of fall apart.
Evan Bezan, 4 hat tricks this season. He has tied things up with an even strength goal at 22 seconds of the second. Here's Vincent on right wing, gains the Klein zone. forced into the corner by Gorman and shouldered off the play. Matias Aguilar in on the forecheck. Farb keeps the puck moving, but not out of the zone on right wing. Here's Aguilar down low. Vincent backhand save, rebound, and Lewis makes another stop. Puck is still in the crease, and Lewis finds a way to find it.
Yeah, sometimes the best thing to do is just fall on there and hope you corral the puck, and Lewis escaping one that time.
1:06 gone by here in the second period. 1-1 game. Klein got a goal shorthanded in the first. Evened up with an even strength goal at 22 seconds by Evan Bezan, his 21st goal of the season. He has been outstanding for the Woodlands. Farb takes the puck away behind his own net. Here's Sampson trying to lead it ahead for Ryan. It's turned over by the Woodlands before they turn it back over as Farb stick handles across the line. And down low, able to get a shot off, and Russell kicked it to the far corner, and now another rebound opportunity, and a backhander hit the side of the net. Ryan trying to put the forecheck on in the left wing corner. Aronin able to get the puck and lead it ahead for Talon Patel, who skates in on a breakaway. Patel, and he stopped, went backhand, and Lewis shut the door as Patel shot it right into his breadbasket at the 2-minute mark of the second period in a tie game at 1.
Yeah, last game we did, Patel didn't, I don't believe he scored or even had a point. He's really ready to break loose in this one. And once again, Lewis stopping things on the doorstep. That is an incredibly difficult save.
You mentioned that. He did at least have a point,
He hit
because
a
the
point.
last time he was held off the score sheet, Patel was in last year's playoffs against Klein.
Okay, I don't
He's
want to
got a point.
shortchange him.
He's had a point every game he has played since March 23rd of 2024. Ethan Bezan has it on the forecheck by Hours. He served the penalty that was called on Xander Mitchell. 5-minute major back in the first. Cross-ice pass is kicked into the zone off the skate of Patel, as Patel was robbed on the breakaway just moments ago by Owen Lewis. Aronin gets the puck back in the offensive zone, tries to stick handle through a couple of Klein skaters, but he wasn't able to do it. Now Ethan Bezan with a long shot left point, gloved down by Lewis with 2:46 gone by in the second. 1-1.
Yeah, this is going to be a long night for Lewis. I mean, he's already faced 16 shots, and we're only 3 minutes into the second period. He needs help. The offensive Klein got to get going.
The Woodlands had 49 shots on goal in their 10-0 win against Seven Lakes in their last game. Calder spins it down the boards. Pass in front came from below the goal line by Evan Bezan. Palmer Kennedy down low. Skating along the goal line, losing control. Evan Bezan gets it back in the left wing corner. Centering feed goes through Kimmel. Calder slaps at it off the ricochet from the half wing boards. It's deflected off the stick of Lewis as he makes the save. Now another shot. Evan Bezan deflected off the high glass. Good offensive zone pressure by the Woodlands, although Klein able to clear it. And Evan Bezan retreats behind his own end. Brady Nelson hot on his trail. It's still Evan Bezan in control. Drops it back to Calder.
Whoa.
A dangerous drop pass. Chipped ahead off the stick and over the stick of Kimmel as Gorman takes control. Gorman on left wing. Cuts to his right. Top of the slot. Gorman. And good job by the Woodlands to bear down on him. And the flip ahead as Aronin got by Farb. Shoots off the crossbar. Lewis at the next stoppage will have to turn around and kiss that crossbar.
Yeah.
It helped him out. That comes Klein, but ended up turning the puck over. Matias Aguilar took it away from Gorman. Gorman gets the puck back as he works his way back into his own half of the ice and deep in his own end. He's dealing with Emil Aronin on the forecheck. Aronin takes it away, shoots. That's blocked into the corner off the leg of Gorman. Decker Harper filters one in front. Now Palmer Kennedy shoots, and a right pad save made by Lewis. Klein cleared all the way down, and it will roll down for icing. And that might be the first icing we've had in this game,
It
Dave.
is. Yeah.
Comes with 4:34 gone by in the second period and a tie game at 1.
And there's no penalties outside of that mystery major that ejected Mitchell. It's a pretty clean game overall.
The Woodlands, 8th in penalties, coming in at 148. Klein came in at 2nd with 96. They now have 101 with that 5-minute major. Ethan Bezan shoots, and that one missed the net. Shot it from the right point, swing and a miss on the keep-in attempt at the left point. Decker Harper gets it back to Ethan Bezan at right defense. Skates by Ryan, who came in on the forecheck, and Ethan will barrel in, shoot from distance, and a glove save on a puck that was headed over the crossbar. Lewis makes the save with 10:02 to go in the second.
Now the Bezan brothers just really good skaters. They're kind of equivalent to the soccer midfielders. I mean, a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense, control the action, and they're dangerous players.
Face-off win by the Woodlands. Rolling along the blue line, kept alive by Daxton Harper. He prevents it from going out to the neutral zone. Dalton Diskey loses it at the half-wing boards in his own end. And it's going to be cleared out at least right past the Klein blue line. William Ryan dealing with Evan Bezan. Peeling away with it. Talent Patel, poke from him. Ethan Bezan skates across the red line. Slapped away from him off the backhand by William Ryan. Now Diskey overskates the puck. Almost skated right into the linesman, Johnny Dibbern. Chip to the Woodlands blue line. Retreating now is Aguilar. Gets it across left defense. Daxton Harper. D-to-D with Ethan Bezan. And ahead for Talon Patel, one of the captains of the Woodlands. Matthias Aguilar having trouble handling the puck. Ladled it back to Ethan Bezan, right defense. Ahead down right wing goes Talon Patel. He gets clogged up by a couple of Klein skaters. In the corner, Wall seals him off. Now William Ryan looking for a lead pass. Pitches it from left wing to right wing. Looking for the dump in was far, but that was blocked by the Woodlands. Klein able to get it back in on the cross corner as Ethan Bezan leads it ahead for Vincent. Vincent across the blue line. Centering feed went through Hours across for Aronin. Taken off by Hours, but Aronin gets it back. Backhands it into the corner. It's Gorman to play it for Klein as he takes it behind the net. Lead pass. It's Sampson, middle of the ice. Gets it across the line from right to left. He's being leaned on heavily by Calder. Puck is loose. It comes back to the point. Gorman shoots it wide. It comes right to Woolsey. A shot and a save by the right pad of Eric Russell. Cleared all the way down by the Woodlands. It will roll down and no icing. Over 8 minutes gone by in the second period. 1-1 game. Not a lot of stoppages. It's a fast-moving game here at the Aerodrome. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano here on the Legacy Sports Network. A shot by Sampson. It's blockered away by Eric Russell. Here comes Emil Aronin on right wing. Skates by the slow-moving Connor Walls. Aronin pulls up try to get it to Kimmel. Half-wing boards. It'll be a 2-on-2 scrum along the near boards. It comes back to Palmer Kennedy. He couldn't reach it. Woolsey getting tied up from behind by Emil Aronin. Tried to clear the puck, and Patel will help Klein's cause. And ladle it back to left defense. Daxton Harper, D-to-D with Palmer Kennedy as they play catch. Right wing, Kimmel. Kimmel shuttles it in. 8 minutes gone by in the second period. Tie game at 1. Klein scored on the shorthand first period. Equalizer scored at 22 seconds of this second by Evan Bezan. We have a 1-1 game. Here's Kimmel shooting from a tough angle. That one got through Lewis, but not behind the goal line. It was cleared off the goal line by one of his teammates as Aronin now skates in. Finds Kimmel, and his stick was lifted from behind. Wozniak filtered it ahead, hard off the stick of Sampson, and they couldn't keep it on. They couldn't keep it onside. It comes out of the zone, back in, offside, 6:31 to go. 1-1 game as we play in the second.
Yeah, I think that shot actually probably grazed the plane of the goal behind Lewis, but it didn't go in. So Woodlands kind of getting robbed on that one. Shots are 18-5 Woodlands still really dominant.
They tie each other up just outside the Woodland zone. Nears filtered it ahead for Aguilar, who backhands it into the Klein zone. Gorman gets to the puck first, winds it around the boards, looking for Wozniak. It comes out the center. Nears, rink wide along the red line. Matthias Aguilar. Hassled by Wozniak on the forecheck, but Aguilar flips it in. 9 minutes gone by. Here in period number 2. Worked around the far boards by Gorman. Farb deep in his own end. Forechecking him, David Vincent. Woodlands get the puck back. A shoulder by Evan Bezan into Dalton Diskey. In deep below the goal line. Gorman works it around the boards. And now on a skate race coming down the left wing is Wozniak. Nears chases him down. A shot hit the side of the net off the stick of Wozniak. Wozniak gets it back. A backhander. Right pad saved by Russell. Now Nears. 2 foul in front of Vincent. Rolls all the way down into the Klein zone as Gorman could have played the puck with his stick at the blue line, so they wave icing off. And then Aguilar on the forecheck steals the puck away. Try to get it back to Talon Patel off this stick and onto the stick of Chase Smith, who just started skating and playing hockey 18 months ago. He shoots, deflected off the stick of Ethan Bezan, and out of play.
He's doing pretty well for a year and a half in skates. 2 goals, 5 assists. Getting good fast.
Yeah, he got a game winner against the Woodlands back in October. 9:54 gone by in the second. Tie game at 1. Face off to the right of Russell. Sampson tried to not only win the face-off, but backhanded on goal, but never could get the backhander off as Gorman forced deep in his own end behind the goal line. Oh, and a big check by Gorman on Patel, but neither of them go down as Patel absorbed it well, tries to retaliate. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. On left wing, it is Sampson. Canceled out by Calder, flipped out the center ice, and skated in right to left by Smith. Now Patel takes the puck away. Smith goes down. Calder below his goal line. Puts on the brakes behind his netminder. Oh, turned it over. Sampson with a wrist shot, blocked. A good block by Decker Harper. And off that deflection, Gorman, or excuse me, that was a Ronan trying to find Patel on the lead. He was tied up and forced to the far wing boards. 4:10 to go. Puck in the Woodland zone. Now the reach of Ryan. Now a Ronan. He's able to get it to Evan Bezan, who skates in on Lewis. Shoots it, a save, and a penalty coming up as Klein touches up. They're going to be shorthanded. It's a hook.
Yep. Ronan was loose, and Klein's only recourse was to try to hook him up. And they got a save out of it, but they also will have a penalty. It's a Farb.
Farb goes for hooking. And this is the second power play for the Woodlands. They had a 5-minute major, and they could not score. In fact, they gave up a shorthanded goal, the first shorthanded goal scored by Klein this season. Farb off for hooking, his second penalty taken this season.
Yeah, last power play by the Woodlands took about halfway to get going, and they actually turned out okay. Had some pretty good looks, but attempt number 2.
This is a Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Ethan Bezan, right point, down the boards for brother Evan. He gets tied up. Keeps it alive in the zone, works it in deep. Walls. First to the puck, along with Matthias Aguilar, and the puck is cleared, at least to the neutral zone. Klein has killed the first 25 seconds. Ethan Bezan strides in across the line as he is shouldered by Diskey. Gorman checks Ethan Bezan and reverses the puck and spins it just to the blue line. Good stick handling by Evan Bezan. Right wing circle, plays one towards goal, gets kicked off a skate, comes back to Ethan Bezan. Matthias Aguilar, left wing circle and a bouncing puck goes through, they score!
Yeah, bouncing's the operative word. Not a lot of mustard on that one, kind of knuckleball, and Lewis couldn't corral it. Kind of a fluky goal for the Woodlands, but they'll take it.
Might have been deflected by David Vincent as he led the handshake line We will give it to him. Check the league website for the official stats, but we'll go ahead and give it to Vincent for now.
Goal number 5 for Vincent.
It's on the power play. Comes at 11:53 of the second period, and the Woodlands has their first lead. Nears in his own end, D to D with Calder. Works behind the net around the boards, or Ronan at his own blue line. Tried to get it to Decker Harper off his skate onto the stick of Patel, and the lefty forced into the corner by Walls. 2:40 to go here in the second period. 2-1 Woodlands. Gave up the game's first goal shorthanded, and they have scored the next 2 to take a 2-1 lead here in the second. Woolsey at the Woodlands blue line, tied up by Patel and Decker Harper. Puck work free down the boards. Putting on the brakes, Diskey, but he falls onto the ice, and the puck is flipped out all the way down on goal by Nears. Lewis hands it off to Gorman. Gorman turned over in the neutral zone to Decker Harper, who will flip it in to the Klein zone. Coming up on 13 minutes gone by in the second, 2-1 to the Woodlands. A pass in front. It comes to Ethan Bezan. Was that Ethan or Evan? That was Evan, 87. His shot hit the side of the net. Evan gets the puck back behind the goal. Oh, good piece of stick work there. Puck comes out to Decker Harper, make it Daxton Harper.
Jeez.
And the shot is stopped by Owen Lewis.
Too many siblings out there, Mike.
How you're telling me?
Good thing we don't have triplets out there. That was shot number 21 for the Woodlands, 6 for Klein.
1:44 to play in the second period. 2-1 Woodlands. Face off to the left of Lewis. Officials working on the net behind Lewis.
Klein being outplayed, but hanging in there. It's you can just feel the Woodlands getting closer and closer to breaking this one out, but Klein holding tight.
Face off again to the left of Owen Lewis, sophomore goaltender. Evan Bezan wins it. Goes back to Daxton Harper, Palmer Kennedy. Left wing. Kennedy stick handles, gets tied up, gets the puck back. Wrist shot save. Lewis, he gave up the rebound, and the Woodlands score.
Yep.
That was Calder. Nope, Kimmel. 11 has scored to give the Woodlands a 2-goal lead.
Lewis had it for a split second, dropped it right in the goal crease behind him, and Kimmel can slam that one home.
At 13:28.
Tough break.
3-1 Woodlands. They have scored 3 straight after giving up the game's first goal. Palmer Kennedy off the turnover. Skates across the line, left to right. Stood up by Gorman. Wozniak couldn't get the puck out. Palmer Kennedy hassled by Sampson. Spins it back. Coming in, Daxton Harper loses control. A minute to go here in the second. A 3-goal second period by the league's best team in terms of points, the Woodlands. 1 point ahead of second place College Station in the division. 2 points ahead of South Division leading Straight Jesuit. Sampson, rink-wide feed. Brady Nelson spins it in deep around the boards and around the goal. Sampson tied up by Evan Bezan. Now Palmer Kennedy. Up right wing, Caden Kimmel, who scored the Woodlands' 3rd goal. 25 seconds to go. Gorman on the forecheck, Aguilar. Gorman skates away from him, right to left, through center. Gorman across the line, finds Wozniak. Wozniak tried to get it back to Gorman, but Palmer Kennedy pitches it back out the center in the last 10 seconds of the second. Here's Farb. Loses it. Patel with 3 seconds to go, couldn't get a shot off. And then down low, Lewis was able to make a save at the conclusion of the second period. But it was a dominating second period by the Woodlands. They lead Klein 3-1, and this is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Look Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
Next week here on the ISHL Game of the Week, we wrap up our regular season coverage with a nightcap down in Sugar Land as the Ridge Point Panthers meet the Seven Lakes Spartans. It all gets underway at approximately 8:30 right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
Woodlands 3 goals in that second period, 23 shots to 6. One of the goals at power play.
3-1 Woodlands. Klein from left to right. The Woodlands from right to left in this final period. Klein got the game's first goal shorthanded in the first period. 3-0 explosion by the Woodlands in the second, giving them the 3-1 lead as Farb stick handles through the neutral zone, shoots, puck deflected off the glass. Nears gets the puck for the Woodlands. Skating from right to left, number 14, turned it over, but not much doing for William Ryan. He had no help. It's flipped back into the Klein zone by the Woodlands. Connor Walls to center, past Chase Smith, who ends up getting the puck, but then it's taken away by Nears, who had it taken away from him by Ryan. Puck to the left point, long wrist shot, and a save as Chase Smith is stopped by Russell.
Well, it's only 3-1. I mean, Klein is being outplayed, but it's just a 2-goal deficit, and really, Russell hasn't been tested too much, so you might as well try to pepper him and try to sneak one by him.
Derek Harper told us earlier tonight he expected his team to see a lot of shots, and blocking shots in front of Eric Russell would be something they needed to do, but they've really shut Klein down.
Absolutely.
A lot. Not from a shot blocking perspective, but just getting shots off at all. Down the boards, Kimmel tried a centering feed. It's intercepted by Farb. Round the boards along the left wing side. Hours had his stick lifted. Evan Bezan working against Connor Walls. Comes free to Evan Bezan in front, and Aguilar couldn't get a shot off in the slot. Skated out left to right by Sampson, 2-on-2. He's got Hours with him. He shoots, blocked in front by Calder. Palmer Kennedy keeps it moving along the far boards. Not out of the zone, though, as the puck now is going to be skated out by Matias Aguilar on left wing. Aguilar skates in on the backhand. Hit the side of the net. Lewis never actually had to make a save. Here's Sampson for Klein. Tries to go rink wide as Hours is adjusting his helmet and was not aware that the puck was coming to him. Klein couldn't clear the zone. Left pad saved by Lewis as he stopped the shot from the left point by Daxton Harper. Evan Bezan. Check that, Ethan Bezan. At the right point, keeps the puck alive and works it around the boards. Aronin, left wing corner. Back below the goal line for Patel. Patel tried to filter one to the slot. It's turned over. As Patel goes down, Farb stands on his feet, works the puck up the right wing boards. It'll be skated out of the zone by Nelson. He's taken down. Good check by Daxton Harper. Ethan Bezan looking for a lead pass. It's blocked by Nelson. Turned over. Here's Wozniak. He goes down. Nelson below the goal line. Tries to play one in front. Wozniak couldn't get a stick on it. Comes back to Nelson. Almost 3 minutes gone by in the third. 3-1 to the Woodlands. A pass in front is deflected. As Diskey was alone in the slot, but he had that pass in front of him deflected away. And now Talon Patel skates across the blue line for the Woodlands. He goes down as Walls almost got pinched for a trip.
No call.
Around the boards now, back up the right wing comes Dalton Diskey, skating through center across the red line, put on the brakes at the red line, or excuse me, at the blue line, and then Decker Harper takes the puck away. He skates from right to left and pushes it into the Klein zone. 3.5 gone by third period, 3-1 Woodlands. Looking for the season split after losing to Klein back in October 4-3. The Woodlands had only 6 skaters playing that game. As the puck is worked in front, Ryan got tied up. Couldn't get a shot off on Russell. Comes back to Diskey, hands it across. Gorman with a shot. A delayed penalty is going to be called on the Woodlands as Walls keeps it alive. Down the boards and touched up by Calder. And for the first time tonight, Klein is headed to the power play.
That's perfect for Klein. They needed a break. I think the penalty was right in front of the goal. Takedown.
Roughing,
yeah, good call. Well, this is Klein's chance. I mean, power play's not their strong suit, 29%, but hey, they can get within one here.
Nears for roughing. Off at 4 minutes of the third period. Nears 18 penalty minutes coming into tonight's game. Mr. Electric power play for Klein. Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. 9 of 31, 5th in the league. Woodlands has the league's best penalty kill, killing over 88% with 5 shorthanded goals. Klein could cut the deficit in half with a power play goal as Farb skates from left to right. Across the blue line as he skates in on Aguilar. Farb takes it behind the goal line. Back up top, Gorman, wrist shot save, Russell. From the high slot, that shot came from number 90. Russell makes the save, 1:27 of power play time remaining, 10:27 to go in tonight's game, 3-1 Woodlands.
Great play. Go behind the goal and you send it right to a man in the slot for a one-timer. Hey, that's a great look to start things off.
Diskey to take the offensive zone face-off to the left of Russell against Decker Harper. They tie each other up. Who's going to work the puck free? It'll be worked free by the Woodlands, played off the high glass along this near side, and Klein will have to retreat. Try another rush up the ice from left to right. Diskey, right wing Sampson across the blue line. Plays it in deep. It ricochets off the inboards to the side of Russell's net, and he will drop on it to get the stop with 1:08 of power play time remaining.
Smart play. I mean, you freeze the puck. It would have been a tough one to hit out of there, so you give up a face-off in front of you, but you live to fight another day there.
Klein got the game's first goal at 7:34 of the first period, shorthanded. Gorman, Evan Bezan, along with David Vincent and Caden Kimball, all tallied in the third with a power play goal and 2 even strength goals. 10 minutes to go. Gorman, his wrist shot is deflected off the stick in front, and it careens up into the netting.
Well, Klein is providing pretty good pressure thus far in this power play. They have a shot. They held it in the zone for a little bit.
Klein, last year's runner-up, losing to Memorial West in a shootout in the Justice Cup final. 3-time Cup champions as a program. The Woodlands have won 5. First one came back in the 99-2000 season as Gorman skates across the blue line. Stick handles, but he couldn't get it through the legs of Ethan Bezan. And now Klein is going to be penalized in the offensive zone for a trip.
Yeah, I think it's Ryan. That's not good. I mean, you're trying to finish off this power play and a penalty right in front of Johnny Dibbert.
It is Ryan indeed taking the penalty. And we will play 4-on-4 for 33 seconds. Faceoff comes down to Owen Lewis. The ISHL Game of the Week is a production of the Legacy Sports Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Legacy Sports Network is strictly prohibited. 4-on-4. Puck to the left wing corner. Aguilar tried a centering pass, and now he's going to go off. Farb keeps the puck on the stick of Klein skaters as Gorman, with this delay penalty, spins it around the boards. Wozniak tries to chip it to Farb. It's touched up by Ethan Bezan, and now it's going to be 4-on-3 for at least 9 seconds.
Well, there goes the clean game. I mean, Aguilar with the takedown, pleading his case.
5:51, the time of the penalty. It'll be 4-on-3 for 9 seconds. And then back on 4-on-4.
Scoreboard just got real busy. So the shots are 24-8, Woodlands.
4-on-3 for 9 seconds. 4-on-4 for 1:36. And then a power play for Klein for 24 seconds.
A lot of space.
Provided we have no other penalties.
Yeah, a lot of space out there. There's only 7 skaters out there.
Gorman up top. Farb left defense. Try to pass, it's deflected. Bucko Woolsey, Sherwood Gorman sends it towards the net, and Wozniak backhanded it wide. All right, so back now we're at 4-on-4 as the penalty time is up on Nears. 4-on-4 for another 1:10. Woolsey shoots, and he didn't know where the puck was. Russell, it came in front to Farb, and Farb is stopped by Russell.
Effective, a lot of traffic out front, and almost fooled Russell. Woodlands getting away with them there.
Woodlands leading this one 3-1. 4-on-4 for another 64 seconds before Klein gets an abbreviated power play.
A lot can happen at 4-on-4.
Diskey wins the faceoff. Back to Gorman. He's the goal scorer on the shorthand. First shorthanded goal of the season scored by Klein. Oh, a shot, rebound, score! The first shot never got to Russell, but it deflected onto the stick of Wozniak, who beats Russell 4-on-4 to cut the deficit in half. 3-2 Woodlands as Wozniak cuts the deficit from 2-1.
Second liner Wozniak, I tell you, he's having a really good game. He's leading most of the rushes tonight for Klein, and things kind of fall apart, a lot of those, but he was in on that action there, and it's down to 3-2.
The goal comes at 6:33 of the third. 3-2, 4-on-4 for another 50 seconds. Evan Bezan recalls back in his own end, gets it to Nears. Left defense, Ethan Bezan skates it out of his own zone. On left wing is Patel. He gains the zone and drops it back to Ethan Bezan, who chops at it down the left wing boards. Back to Patel. Finds Evan Bezan, but he couldn't get a handle on the puck, and Dalton Diskey will lift it on right wing past Ethan Bezan. Nears ties up Diskey. 15 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey remaining before Klein get a power play. 7:45 for the game. 3-2 Woodlands. Puck around the boards to the far side. Gorman shields off Patel. Puck in the Woodlands zone. And then Patel, he couldn't get the puck out. Gorman finds Diskey right side. Shot saved by Russell. Well, that's a big save as now Klein have a power play. Woolsey tries to get the puck in the slot, lifted clear with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Very abbreviated power play, sponsored by Mr. Electric. We've got the power to make things better. We'll be skating back 5-on-5 now. Sprung out of the box, Matias Aguilar. Puck in the neutral zone with 8 minutes gone by in the third. 3-2 Woodlands. Palmer Kennedy below his goal line. Up the left wing boards, Aguilar. Plays it out to center. Here's Woolsey. Back the other direction as Klein is skating from left to right. Here in the third. Sampson checks Calder down at the Woodlands blue line. Puck worked around the far boards for Caden Kimmel. Right now it's his goal that's standing up for the Woodlands in this 3-2 game. 6.5 to go. Puck in deep into the Klein zone, worked up the near boards. Calder keeps it alive at the point. Puck is bouncing. Aronin gets it. Stood up by Woolsey. Woolsey takes the puck away. punches it up the right wing board. Sampson tried to feed it to the middle of the ice for Nelson. It deflects off the skate of one of the Woodlands skaters. Chased down by Palmer Kennedy. Played out to the far boards. Now Gorman tied up by Palmer Kennedy. And then it is played out on right wing as Patel skates in. Walls trying to track him down. And off the post, the shot by the lefty Patel. Walls might have disrupted him just enough. And then pulling the string, they score. What a goal by Evan Bezan. His second of the game restores the 2-goal lead for the Woodlands.
Well, the initial rush by Patel hit iron. The Woodlands keeping it in the zone. And the second time around was a little more leisurely by Patel. And that's a huge goal to give him a little bit of a cushion here at 4-2.
5:47 remaining here at the Aerodrome as Evan Bezan tallies at 9:13, his second goal of the game.
He's got 22 now, one behind Patel.
4 hat tricks this season. They work on a 5th. Patel tried to pass right on top of the crease. It was blocked off by Favre. Gorman cuts to his left through the neutral zone, across the line, gets it to Chase Smith with a wrist shot. And getting a piece of that was Russell with his right pad. Up the right wing boards, Decker Harper make it the left wing boards. Decker Harper got tied up by Chase Wilkinson, the referee, inadvertently. Puck remains in the Woodland zone. Gorman stick handling. Sends one towards the net. Ryan is tied up. Diskey shoots. That one just wide. Here's Ryan. Tries to get it to Smith for a one-timer, and he couldn't get the shot off. Favre just inside the blue line. It is forced out by the Woodlands. Skated back in by Diskey on right wing. Dalton Diskey tried to stick handle past Decker or Harper, but to no avail. But Diskey gets the puck back. Tries this one, send one to the slot for the feed to Smith. That was deflected to the far boards and then wound in deep again by Klein. Chase Smith reverses it below the goal line for Diskey. He is spun into the boards on defense by Decker Harper. Daxton Harper plays it up the right wing. Oh, it's turned over at the top. Keeping it alive, Chase Smith wheels it in deep. 4:20 to go in tonight's game. 2-goal lead for the Woodlands at 4-2. Gave up the game's first goal, scored 3 straight. And had a 3-2 lead before restoring their 2-goal lead on a second goal by Evan Bezan. Below the goal line, Wozniak, check that, Gorman. Aronin out to the neutral zone, right wing, Vincent sends it in, but only to Hours. And then Aronin is able to get a shot off, but he shot it wide to the right of Lewis. And we have a penalty.
Yeah, the Klein bench going berserk. They wanted a call and they got it. Up. I think someone just got ejected.
Well, and that is assistant coach of Klein, David Lewis.
Yeah, he was not happy. I guess they did not call a penalty there.
I don't know. I mean, it looked like they were trying to maybe, I don't know. Yeah, some of these hand signals, I'm not understanding. It looked like they did like a T for like timeout. Okay, so Hours is opening up the penalty box because he's going to serve the penalty, I believe. That was just taken by the assistant coach.
Ouch. Tough night for Klein. A couple of ejections. Mitchell and Lewis. Coach Lewis.
Call that a bench minor on the coach. It'll be served by Benjamin Hours. Mr. Electric power play for the Woodlands. Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. 3:45, the time remaining in tonight's game. Don't forget, coming up next week, our final ISHL game of the week for 2025. It's a nightcap down in Sugar Land. Bridgepoint squares off against Seven Lakes. We'll get underway around 8:30 next Friday night on the Legacy Sports Network.
The well-dressed Presto Giovanni pleading his case. Not going to get it.
Him and Chase Wilkinson talking about it.
They're looking for any edge here. I mean, they're down 2 goals, and we're getting late in the game, under 4 minutes.
Now, Frank Prestigiovanni looks like he is just, no, he's not going to be ejected. He's just going to go stand by the door leading into his bench. He's a referee by trade, too, so if anybody knows anything about refereeing, it's him. And I don't know, maybe Chase just he's still getting some pound of flesh, and I think Preston Giovanni's been ejected, too.
I've never seen him so upset.
Yeah, he's walking off, too.
Oh, wow.
So are you going to get a 2-for-1 special here on penalties?
Well, this is, Klein is trying to claw back in it, and now they're going to be.
All right, so Frank Prestigiovanni's been ejected, but that was right after his assistant David Lewis, who is the goaltender's father. He was ejected. You've got one Klein skater in the penalty box. That's Benjamin Hours, who is serving at least David Lewis's penalty. I guess it's a bench minor.
I think, we got one coach left. Who's that? Is that one of the, Klein's down to one coach.
Yeah, that is one is, I don't know, maybe one of the Diskies?
I think you're right.
There's 4 assistant coaches listed on Klein's roster, but there's only 2 with Frank Prestigiovanni this evening, and now only 1's remaining. But it's a power play, and a long shot wide from the right point, delivered by Calder. Near skates behind the goal line. Good poke check by Gorman. They'll tie each other up behind the goal. Matthias Aguilar comes in to help. It's 3-on-2 Klein in terms of the numbers. And on the shorthand, they'll skate it out with Wozniak. Pocket pick from behind by Evan Bezan, ahead for Talon Patel. Patel skates by Gorman, but Gorman with an aftic stick disrupts Patel. 90 seconds to go on the power play. Puck deflects off the stick of Grayson Wozniak out to center ice. Woodlands try to enter the zone, but are stood up at the blue line, and now Gorman tries to shoot, and it was disrupted. Puck into the right wing corner on the stick of Talon Patel. Evan Bezan. Aguilar gains the zone, stood up by Farb, and the takeaway, and down Farb goes, and a penalty on Aguilar. That'll be his second.
So that'll even things up a little bit.
A lot of penalties. This is the 5th of the 3rd period, and the second on Aguilar tonight.
This feels like a playoff game, Mike. I mean, a lot of penalties, ejections. It's 4-2.
Cross-checking, it might have been the call there. Looked like it was cross-checking.
Yeah, I think you're right. The shots are 25-11, Woodlands. Now, credit to Klein, only 11 shots and hanging very close.
4 minutes, or excuse me, 4-on-4 for the next 57 seconds. Woolsey chops at the puck. Daxton Harper pitches it out to center. Aronin from right to left gains the zone. Stood up and tied up by Gorman, but he gets the puck. Does Aronin, takes it below the goal line. Into the corner. 2 Klein skaters on him. Decker Harper comes in to help. 3-on-2. Klein with the advantage as the puck is tied up along the boards.
This is good for the Woodlands. Killing a lot of time.
20 seconds remaining. A 4-on-4 hockey. Puck work free by Sherwood Gorman. Out to center ice. And another penalty. Boy, a lot of penalties here in the 3rd period. This is number 6 combined.
And
roughing is called. Who's going to head to the box?
Ronan he lost his stick. He got hit pretty good.
But it's Aronin that's going to go off.
Interesting. Jeez. Mike's filling up that sheet over there.
13:04 the time of the penalty as Aronin is off for roughing. So now it is 4-on-3.
Klein has got to take advantage of this. I mean, under 2 minutes, it's 4-on-3. Got to score.
1:56. Clock moving. Puck to the side of net. Woolsey, wraparound shot. Couldn't go. Here's Farb. Flips it for a one-timer, and Gorman scores.
Well, they got one.
What a shot by Sherwood. Gorman is second of the night. At 1:45 remaining in this game, it is 4-3.
That's exactly what they needed. You got a 4-3 advantage. You got to get within one quickly, and they did it. Now it's going to be a very interesting finish.
Power play goal, 4-on-3. And a timeout taken by Klein with 1:45 to go.
Klein has a chance. They really do.
Gorman scored the game's first goal. Then the Woodlands scored 3 straight. Evan Bezan, David Vincent, Caden Kimmel. Klein cut the deficit to 3-2. Wozniak on a 4-on-4 goal. And then at even strength, Evan Bezan scored his second of the game. It restored the 4-2 lead, or 2-goal lead at 4-2, before Gorman just scored his second goal on the power play. 4-2-3. And now we'll play 4-on-4 for 1 second before Klein gets another power play that will last the remainder of the game.
Yep.
Unless there's another penalty or they score.
But Klein knows they're going to finish this with the advantage. Man, I just say pepper the net. Put everything on net, try to get a rebound. Got nothing to lose.
Timeout taken.
I'm impressed by this Klein team. I mean, really, on paper, they're getting outplayed, but they just stuck around and took advantage. They got a shorthanded goal, and they got a late power play goal here.
Right now it'll be 4-on-4. As soon as the puck is dropped, ours will be sprung from the penalty box. We'll see if he remains on the ice or if he goes right to the bench for another skater. Looks like he's got a teammate trying to help him out with the door, William Ryan.
They got their best line out there with Gorman and Diskey.
4-on-4. And then ours heads to the box, or heads to the bench. Sampson on, 5-on-4. Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Puck goes out of play. 90 seconds to go. We'll see if the now acting head coach with the power play pulls Lewis to make it 6-on-4 as the faceoff comes just outside of the Klein zone. So Lewis not in any position to be pulled just yet. 1:30 to go. 4-3. Woodlands trying to hold on. Split the season series. Gorman skates by 1, skates by 2 across the blue line. Lewis out of his crease, but he's not been summoned to the bench just yet. Gorman has both goals, has 2 of the 3 goals, I should say, for Klein. Sends one in front. It goes all the way through back to the neutral zone, so Lewis will have to hold. 1:10 to go. Sampson pitches it in. Off goes Lewis. Ethan Bezan retreats back into his own end. Ends up turning the puck over. Farb works it in deep below the goal line. Farb gets it back. It's 6-on-4 for the remainder of the game. There's a shot off the side of the cage and into the screen behind goaltender Eric Russell as Gorman trying to get the hat trick, trying to tie the game. 52 seconds to go and a timeout to the Woodlands now. It'll be an offensive zone face-off for Klein out of the timeout.
Great finish and a really good look by Gorman. A one-timer from the right face-off circle.
Keep in mind, no overtime in regular season hockey. Should Klein find the game-tying goal, this game could end in a tie at 4 apiece. 52 seconds remaining here at the Aerodrome.
Well, Klein would get a valuable point. It would get him up to 22, which would tie Townball for third.
If the Woodlands can hold on, be victorious tonight, it will take a 3-point lead over College Station. Everybody in the league idle besides these 2 teams in Seven Lakes and Memorial West, who started at 7 at Belle Reve down in Sharpstown tonight.
I've never done a game there.
Neither have I. I don't know if they've got the capability for us.
We might be on folding chairs.
Out of the timeout, offensive zone face-off. It'll be taken to the left of Eric Russell. It is 6-on-4. Klein's net is empty. Owen Lewis pulled. And Klein find a way.
Here we go. It's going to be a great finish.
Dalton Diskey for the face-off against Decker Harper. They tie each other up. Sampson, puck deflects into the corner. Work to the far boards. Wozniak tied up by Ethan Bezan. It comes back. Gorman with a slap shot, saved by Russell with the right pad. 35 seconds to go. Diskey. And below the goal line, puck ricochets. It's paddled. And then it is cleared, at least to the neutral zone. A swing and a miss by Patel, but he got enough on it to get it out to the neutral zone. 25 seconds remaining here in the third period. Gorman.
Yeah, they were offsides. They missed it.
Up top, Sampson, right wing circle. Wozniak shoots. Now Diskey works it around. 10 seconds to go. Gorman has it, shoots, and that just ricocheted over the goal of Eric Russell. 2 seconds to go. Klein's not going to be able to get another shot off, and the Woodlands hold on to get the 4-3 win. Whew.
Great finish. Great effort by Klein, and did everything right. Woodlands holding on.
Evan Bezan, 2 goals
I
to
think,
lead the way.
Sorry, Mike. I think Klein, I think they missed enough sides there.
A lot of this game had a lot of had a bit of everything. We had coaches' ejections. We had a lot of penalties in this third period. Power play goals, 4-on-4 goals, shorthanded goals. In the end, the Woodlands win their 15th of the season, improved to 15-2-0, 30 points to lead not only the North Division, but the entire ISHL. Dave and I will be back to wrap it all up after these messages. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Steve Hotze. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you fed up with your doctor giving you drugs simply to mask your symptoms rather than treating the cause? As you age, I believe you should be brimming with energy, vitality, and enthusiasm for life. The Hotze Health and Wellness Center treats individuals from all over the country and world in an environment of extraordinary hospitality. We specialize in the treatment of allergies, yeast, replenishing natural hormones, vitamin and mineral supplementation, and a healthy eating lifestyle, all of which boost your immune system, increase your energy level, and your health span. If you'd like to obtain and maintain health and wellness naturally without pharmaceutical drugs, then contact one of our wellness consultants today at 281-698-8698 or visit HotzeHWC.com and request a free copy of my best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness.
Time to buy, sell, or lease residential or commercial property? Kim Walt and Danette Watuski with RE/MAX Results will help make it a smooth transaction. Their customers deserve and will receive the finest service ever offered by any real estate agents. RE/MAX Results. #Real Estate Pros. Like Kim Walt says, your home, your future, our commitment. Their phone number is 713-777-SOLD.
United Community Credit Union is a proud sponsor of Galena Park ISD. We're here to be your single source solution for all your banking needs with services ranging from checking and savings accounts to home equities and auto loans. United Community is the full service financial partner you've been looking for. No matter what stage of life you are in, whether it be rebuilding credit history, investing, or seeking financial wellness, United Community is committed to serving you and the East Houston community. Find out more at unitedccu.com or follow us on social media at UnitedCCU.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
Final score here from the Aerodrome. The Woodlands 4, Klein 3, in a game that Dave had a little bit of everything. We had player ejection. We had coaches' ejections. We had power play goals. We had a 4-on-4 goal. We had a shorthanded goal. We had even strength goals. And in the end, 15th win of the season for the Woodlands. They have now won 9 in a row.
Absolutely, and a pretty clean game up until that third period where a breakneck pace of penalties. And what's interesting is Woodlands only had 2 shots in that third period as Klein turned it on and got a couple of goals and made it interesting.
2 goals by Sherwood Gorman in the losing effort. One a power play goal, one a shorthanded goal. And 2 goals by Evan Bezan, both at even strength to help lead the Woodlands to victory. Now next week, we got a game between a couple of teams that just haven't had very good seasons, tough seasons in the South Division, as the Ridge Point Panthers will square off against the Seven Lakes Spartans. Seven Lakes has only won 1 game this season. Ridge Point has only won 3 games this season. Our coverage will begin around 8:30 to wrap it all up for the ISHL game of the week. And we'll see what these 2 teams can do. Probably should be a really good game considering the points between the 2. It's only a 4-point separation.
Hey, it still counts out there in the standings and the playoffs right around the corner. They want to put on a good showing.
All right, that's going to do it from the Aerodrome. Our next to last ISHL game of the week and our final stop here at the Aerodrome for 2025 until the postseason gets underway the weekend of March 7th. Tonight, the Woodlands got their 15th victory of the season, defeating Klein, evening up the season series after Klein defeated the Woodlands back in October. The final score, 4-3. To my broadcast partner, David Feliciano, this is Michael Silver saying so long. For our entire LSN Sports crew, we say so long until next week. Once again, your final, the Woodlands 4, Klein 3. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network. So long, everybody.